Okay, so DICE have just put some huge information out in a blog post detailing their next big update for Battlefield 2042 coming this Thursday on the 25th of November. Today we'll be going over everything you need to know. Make sure you guys strap in. Let's do this. But hey guys, and welcome. Today's first story will be detailing that there's an update coming on the 25th of November, which is actually Thursday tomorrow, which aims to fix a load of issues that are currently present in Battlefield 2042. And alongside this, another update is due to take place in December, which fixes even more issues identified, which again can't make it into this update for the 25th. And of course, this is named the Day 25 update. Good job, DICE. You've done good. Anyway, detailing the first point that was mentioned on the article. This was a point named around legacy features returning in Battlefield 2042, such as the end of match scoreboard, server browsers, features like voice chat which are not currently in the game, and things along those lines. Teams mentioned that they'll get back to us with some more details and when they can physically show us what they've been working on around these points. But as of now, internal discussions are still underway, and the teams are aware of our feedback around these missing features, and they are looking to implement them in the next coming updates. The next story goes into detail the infamous server performance issues, where DICE mentioned they're seeing large improvements since previous changes were implemented, and server levels are hitting their intended targets. DICE also mentioned that stability of the overall server performances since launch have been pretty good. However, there have been some misconceptions where there have been some performance issues, but fixes have been applied to those since those issues have been identified. However, of course, there are still some critical issues that you may experience when playing on the servers that the teams are keen to resolve quickly, and again, these are being looked into, and hopefully for the Day 25 patch, this is where a lot of these issues will also be resolved. DICE have given an update towards console players and mentioned that issues relating to performance or random power cycling during gameplay has been tracked with Sony and Microsoft, and a fix will be included to resolve this on the 25th. So again, on Thursday, a lot of issues with console performance issues should also be resolved alongside this as well. And for those PC players, DICE also acknowledged that multiple server performance issues are again present in the game, with high-end GPUs struggling to keep consistent frames over 70 FPS, whereas users with low to medium-end PCs are then receiving stable frame rates. This is what DICE had to say around future fixes for this point. Identifying engine level optimization and developing solutions will require a lengthier responsive time from us, just so we know that it is done right. Short term, we'll be doing everything we can to help offer performance improvements that reduce the load and up your frames where possible. We'll keep you updated on our work through the Battlefield channels. The next story of today goes into gunplay and balancing, a big controversy in the community at the moment. First point mentioned was around PC players and how there are many inconsistencies with the behavior of aiming and mouse sensitivities. DICE went on to say that we've done a great deal of investigating around this, and we've been able to validate some of the settings we're not properly applying. We've developed a fix for this, and we are targeting the third upcoming update for this. So the issues including the mouse sensitivity issues and aiming on mouse and keyboard as well, of course that's going to be fixed on the December update, on the Day 25 update, so around mid-December. So again, it won't be fixed for the Thursday update coming tomorrow, but again, we'll have to wait a little bit longer for that one to be implemented as well. Further to this, investigations on console around the awful aim assist has also been a topic of conversation. DICE go on to mention that we're aware of the issues that you've raised on this front and wanted to volunteer that it's not consistently behaving in line with our design. We're on it and we'll keep you updated. Other topics detailing the controversial weapon bloom and deviation. Here's again what DICE had to say around that. Spread, or as some call it, bloom or deviation, is a term that you may have come across if you've engaged with this conversation. It refers to the angle in which the bullets may deviate from where you are currently aiming at. We've observed this on many weapons, predominantly on assault rifles like the AK-24. The spread tends to be too high, especially when moving while zoom, which causes problematic engagement in the average combat distances of our maps. Weapons miss more often than they really should, which makes for unsatisfying experience and can feel unfair, but you've done all you can to nicely align your shots. We've made a series of adjustments to many of the weapons that aim greatly to reduce the impact of spread on the shooting experience. So hopefully this was one of the reasons as well, potentially why hit detection felt so off, and this was around bloom and deviation. So hopefully in this update as well, this will be fixed or resolved or even improved slightly, just so we don't feel like the hit registration is that bad. So yeah, fingers crossed guys, that has also resolved this. On screen right now, you guys will see the weapon balancing schedule over the next two updates. Again, this is not everything, this is just a couple of things that have been mentioned on the blog post as well. So I wanted to update those on screen for you guys now to have a quick read through. And again, a couple of buffs and nerfs for a couple of different weapons. And again, also an update on the bloom and deviation as well around just general weapon use. Now, on to the next story, and this is massive for me, and this is around the broken XP in Battlefield Portal. DICE said that with people attempting to abuse the Portal system for XP lobbies, and there's a lot of them at the moment, a nerf was put in to try and prevent this. However, of course, this caused a huge imbalance in the amount of XP that was earnable within All Out Warfare, Hazard Zone, and Portal. Portal. Obviously, it has its own all-out warfare. You could earn a lot more XP than what you typically would within Battlefield Portal, and it was just causing a lot of problems. Progression across solo, co-op, and custom Portal experiences were limited at the time due to the abusing of these XP lobbies. This past weekend, they have subsequently removed those limiters, and it is now back to normal. They said if the same issue does reoccur though, again, the same limiters will be put into place, or XP caps, which again will limit the XP that Battlefield Portal can provide you. Yeah, please, just don't do those XP lobbies, yeah? I want to play Portal and I want to rank up normally. It would be nice to be able to do that. And again, as you can see on screen, there are a load of new features coming to Battlefield 2042 on the back of this update. If I was to go through all of these, I'll be here all day. There are so many different changes. As you can see, I'm scrolling through them now with the video in the background. But yeah, there's a lot of issues that are here and a lot of fixes that will be put in place for the 25th of November. Again, the Thursday update coming tomorrow. So yeah, really excited about that as well. And of course, I'll link the article in the description down below if you want to go check it out, for all of you guys to have a read through what's going on. But these are the top stories coming from this article today, guys, and these are the top things that will be updated in there as well. Again, Weapon Bloom and Deviation. Of course, we've got XP for Portal as well, which should be reintroduced now to be normal, and then alongside the obviously all-out warfare and hazard zone, and a couple of other things introducing around aim assist and things, which potentially may be there when we get the day 25 update in December. And of course, guys, that's it for all for today. They're all the stories that we're going to cover today. I hope you have enjoyed and I hope you've learned something new. If you have, make sure you drop a like on today's video and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated, of course, to stay up to date with everything coming to Battlefield 2042. And again, if you have any other questions or anything in the comments about anything that's been fixed, do drop them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. But guys, have a good rest of your day. We'll speak to you all in the next one.